Hey everyone, welcome to the Withering Effect. This is episode 12. Today's date is September 1st, and I am Duds, or Duds versus everywhere else you see me. We also have a guest.
Hello, my name is NynahNina. I'm a Twitch streamer.
Hello, and I'm.
Oh yeah,
Do you want to say
sorry,
more?
I should
That's
also
fine.
mention. I should also mention I'm the server owner of Lionheart SMP.
Yeah? So that's our special guest. I'm Bankaardappel, or Bank for short. And we're going to talk about some Minecraft today. What have you guys been working on this week?
Let's see. I've been working on planning another Lionheart Legacy UHC. It's our first stream day for that. Our first launch was pretty successful. We got I think 6 communities together to fight each other, death to the battle. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I watched part of that. That was extremely fun.
Oh, really? Yay.
Yeah, it's cool that you get so many communities together as well.
It really was.
Yeah.
I was pretty busy today, but I was able to jump in and out for about 30 minutes at a time, and it was pretty cool. I really liked it.
To the broadcast stream?
Yes.
Like our broadcast
I did
stream?
the broadcast stream.
Oh, dope. So the difference between us is that we actually got some people to spectate the whole fight.
Mhm.
So rather than you seeing the player's perspective, you see an overhead view and you see all the battle and the action.
Yeah. Well, and the Ripple Effect guys, who obviously we were cheering for, they all mentioned that they were going to put videos out on their stuff. So it's like, if I watch the main broadcast, then I can get an overall view, and then if I wanted to see theirs, I could go back and watch the YouTube video. So that was really cool.
Yeah. So it's not like the same thing over and over again.
Exactly. Though it was funny to see
And,
everyone talk about Decoy being the bow ninja or whatever, and he's just hiding in a corner, mentally screaming that he's going to die.
I didn't really see much of it yet, but that does sound like Decoy.
Yeah.
Spoilers, he got this incredible shot, and I was like, oh, whoa, what a master, a bow master.
And we all know Decoy as the guy who would place blocks and hide behind stuff because he's not very good at PvP.
He's like the really calm music guy. But
Yeah.
he has a dark side.
Yeah, he was good. He did a good job. But yeah, and I actually also have a IRL job interview on Tuesday.
Awesome.
Oh, sweet.
This Tuesday. Yeah, trying to get that bank.
Yeah, I say, well, he's on the other side of the mic, but
Yeah. And that's always nice to joke with.
dad jokes at 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here all week.
Yeah. I did absolutely nothing this week. It was an unintentional week off. Basically, Monday I had tree guys out in the backyard making tons of noise, so I didn't record then. And then I don't know what happened to the rest of my week. It just kind of disappeared. There were a couple of nights where I got no sleep, so I was not in the mood.
No sleep.
Yeah, try to be on the microphone. Another night, my dog got sick, and I ended up getting out of bed to try to, get her off the carpet.
Right.
So, in doing so, I ended up kicking the corner of my bed, and my pinky toenail fell off.
Ouch.
Which,
What?
that's not that big of a deal,
Oh
honestly,
my
though, because it's
God.
fallen off before. Because, soccer player, your foot gets stepped on. It happens. But
You're a soccer player?
I used to be in high school.
I see.
Yeah. And not anymore, trust me. And then doing the, oh, son of a, grabbing my foot, I ended up rolling the same ankle that I kicked, and the pinky toenail fell off. The rolling of the toenail wasn't
God.
as bad. But yeah. Either
my
way,
God.
I got the dog off the carpet in time, so yay. But again, this is leading to Duds had no sleep all week, so Duds didn't record nothing.
It's kind of nice to occasionally have a week where you do, nothing. I guess.
Yeah. It was a good refresh.
Yeah.
It meant the creative juices weren't really going, though.
Mm-hmm.
So when I sat in front of the computer yesterday to start recording something, I was like, No.
Yeah, creativity and being tired generally doesn't work out too well. At least for me, it doesn't.
Yeah, no. But we did
Wait,
take it.
I'm still confused. So your whole toenail fell off?
Well, all but a
Does that
little
mean you don't
sliver.
have a nail anymore? What?
Yeah.
Isn't it gonna get, like, infected or something?
Nah. Like I said, it's done it before. It just grows back.
Oh, how long?
I don't know. Should I put a timer on how long it takes my toenail to grow back?
Yeah,
Do a time lapse of your toenail growing.
That would be the
take
gross.
photos on Twitter or something.
But you would probably have a good amount of views for
I
that.
probably would. That's the
I'd
worst
watch
part.
it.
It would probably be my highest gross video.
I'm into that.
It's getting weird.
It's too early for this.
Never too.
Yeah. But other than that, the podcast did celebrate 1,000 listens.
Yeah.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, what was it, 10 episodes when we hit 1,000? We've gained, what, another 200 since the 11th
Well, like
episode went up?
Tuesday, we were at like 1,000 total. I think Carl posted in the Discord. So we had like 988 or something on the Anchor thingy. And then Friday, yeah, Luke, and we were at like 1,150. So that's like almost 200 on just the Anchor part for the podcast.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
we're everywhere,
Just a few
so-
days. Yeah.
That's not including the YouTube channel and all that stuff also. Yeah, yay us.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Doing well.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Speaking of gruesome injuries, Bank, how's your hand?
It actually finally healed. So I burnt my hand like 1.5 weeks ago quite badly. So it was fully
Yeah.
taped in and stuff. And then this Wednesday I could start using it a little bit again on the mouse and stuff. And then it just started healing really quick, and Thursday I was just using it fully again. So I'm back to... Well, I modeled a lot and printed it out a lot because I just recently got a new 3D printer, which I hadn't been able to use much because I burnt my hand. So I caught up in that, and then I just played a bit of games as well, just because I could again.
Yeah.
For the rest, yeah, I didn't do much this week.
Yeah, it's been a very low-key week.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, that happens sometimes, I guess.
yeah, it's always nice to take a break. Especially because there for a while I was streaming 3 times a week, putting out an episode a week, and doing the podcast a week. I got
Well,
burned.
you still streamed twice this week, didn't you?
I only streamed once this week.
Oh, it was the week
Only did
before that
Friday.
when you did twice.
Yeah.
Right.
Better than nothing.
Then nothing. Let's go into the Minecraft news, because we actually do have some news. There was another snapshot released. 19W35A. So this does some more tweaks to the bees. Bees will now try to avoid water. I'm wondering how long it took them before they realized the bees were drowning themselves in the last snapshot.
I didn't know they did
Huh,
that, but
that's
that
good.
sounds funny. I guess it's good that they
Well, it's
fixed
kind
it.
of one of those, like, the warning label on the shampoo bottle that tells you how to use shampoo because somebody who's not smart will just pour it straight in their eyes. So, to me, that's kind of what this is. Bees now try
Fair
to
enough.
avoid water. I don't think anybody really knew that bees were so dumb they would fly into water.
Yeah. I didn't know. Or that they would drown. That'd be a good farm, though. A way to farm bees.
It would.
Just sit in the water, let them fly to you.
Yeah. Just put some water around that beehive. Done easy.
I like those cruel farms. Like they just drown themselves.
Well, you did have, what was it? The zombie bleh, where it would just spit out zombies.
Well, I kind of have that now with the skeletons as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did make it with the skeletons this season, too.
Yeah, get squished and then spit out.
Bees' nests are now more rare. I guess because whenever you open the world into a forest biome, bees were everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's good. I guess now they're sort of like a fewer forest or something.
Yeah, and I don't know if
Like-
they're more rare now because it says bees' nests won't spawn unless there's air in front and to the side of the nest, or what.
You can craft it, too, no?
You can craft beehives, but bee nests are the naturally generated ones.
It sounds like they just tweaked the spawns and the behavior a little bit on the bees and the bees' nests, like things they discovered that didn't work out. Like having an air block sort of around somewhere, that's kind of normal for Minecraft blocks.
Yeah.
I guess they forgot to do it with this.
The bee's trying to get into his hive, but there's a leaf block in front of it, so it just sits there and smacks its face
just
into
a
it.
full-on tree trunk or something.
Yeah, it gives up and drowns itself in water. Let's see.
I get it. If we could land on leaves, they should have some space in front.
That's true. The other update was if a player tries to sleep in a bed that's occupied by a villager, you can tell the villager to get the heck out of there. That's my bed. So
I mean, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's a very good improvement. I like that.
It sounds mean.
Yeah.
But it's actually very nice.
Get out of bed, get back to farming my carrots.
Oh, or get out of bed so we can keep the mobs away from you.
That's true, too.
It could be seen as a nice thing.
Yeah. You can sleep and be in danger all night, or you can let me sleep and they'll all burn.
Yeah, kinda.
The choice is yours.
Exactly. That's kind of it for the snapshot news. Bank, you had something about hardcore?
That was actually also in the snapshot. It was an update, but it was a bit vague, but I ran into it. Yeah, if you die in a hardcore world, and you click, like, quit to menu, it sort of bugs out. It doesn't really know what to do, and it doesn't let you go to the menu. You first have to sort of, respawn in spectator mode, and then quit. Which is a little bit annoying. It's not that big of a deal, but they fixed it. I ran into that a lot doing the speedrun stuff, because I always do those in hardcore mode. Wow, somebody's really enjoying themselves over here.
Yeah, I can hear that one.
Yeah. So that's kind of nice, I guess, that they fixed it.
Yeah. Any annoying bug fixed to me is always nice, no matter how long it takes to get done.
It's kind of I mean, normally you wouldn't run into it as much, I guess, but still, it's nice that they fix it.
Yeah.
Yay, bug fixes.
Yeah. So Minecraft Earth is now in beta for Android, which is nice because I don't have an Apple phone.
Does that mean it's also like worldwide? Did they stop doing like the limited city stuff?
I don't know. They didn't go into much about it.
Okay.
I still don't.
I didn't even know it wasn't available for Android.
Yep.
Like you just couldn't. Minecraft versus like the new Minecon, right?
No, Minecraft Earth is the what do you call it? The VR game for your phone.
Oh wow, it's totally off.
Well, you were and you weren't. Last year, Minecon was called Minecon Earth, and now the VR game is called Minecraft Earth.
That's where I got it from. I see.
Yeah, and now the new Minecon is just called Minecon Live.
Yeah, they got confusing with names for a little bit.
Yeah. Some guy was like, I really like the name Earth. We have to use it in everything. It's like, nah.
Yeah. I mean, I can see why the mobile game would be more suited to carry the name Minecraft Earth than their Minecon.
Well, yeah, Why? You're actually outside messing with...
Well, it's sort of Minecraft on Earth and sort of worldwide. You really get Minecraft in the real world. Whereas, I don't know, Minecon. Yeah, I guess it's worldwide. I don't know.
Yeah. See, now you're as confused as they were when they were trying to name something.
Yeah, they should just have scrapped it all together and just went a completely different way. Yeah. I mean, who knows? They still might.
They might.
I guess they were like, Minecon Live, that sounds like I immediately go to live stream.
Exactly.
So I guess that makes more sense than...
Yeah.
They were like, Earth is available. Why not?
Also with Minecraft... I almost called it Minecon. See what you guys have done?
Good.
Minecraft Earth...
Minecon alive.
Yeah. Has also added rubies, which you can buy with real money to spend on build pallets in-game. So, microtransactions. This is how the new free game is going to get its money.
Is there a way to get rubies like without buying them? Can you earn them in game somehow, or is it like no, you have to buy them?
I didn't see that. I know you can
Okay.
earn build pallets and everything in game. Like, you don't have to buy. But rubies are going to be
What
the
is
shortcut.
this for?
I mean, I don't mind having something that you can buy with real money, but I hope they make it so you can also just earn it.
But for what? Is it for Bedrock or the Minecraft?
It's
It's
for the
still
Minecraft Earth game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you know Do you know about that mobile game, or are you sort of? I don't know what.
Well,
this
I
is.
thought that was.
Yeah, she thought that was
Bedrock.
still the... Oh, no. Yeah, no, it'll be for your phone. It'll be mobile. It's using some kind of VR technology with your cameras and stuff like that.
You basically place a
Okay.
chunk inside your video camera screen, so you watch through your camera phone. So you see the real world, and then you can sort of place a chunk in there, and build on it and dig in it.
Well, because I was saying, like, Bedrock already has microtransactions.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to buy like skins and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, and, like, you can buy worlds. There's, like, the coins currency that you can buy with real money or give away, even if you're, like, partnered streamer.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't really do Bedrock, so that's good to know.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of knew that was out there,
Yeah.
but I didn't really know that they used coins.
I mean, I guess that's a hint on how they're gonna
Yeah.
deal with those rubies, probably.
Probably, exactly. Because I want to say Minecraft Earth was free, and then they're going to pay rubies or whatever to kind of make up the cost.
Ah.
I mean, it's worked in the
Makes
past
sense.
for games, so why wouldn't it? I think it's a good system.
Yeah. If it's a free-to-play game, I have no problem with microtransactions. I actually prefer that because then it gives more people a chance to at least play the game.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
But that's kind of it for the news. We want to go ahead and remind you guys, like we do every podcast, we have a Discord.
Join it.
Join it. I promise dog pics. If you join, I swear.
Maybe you should start posting like a picture and then.
I probably should. They're probably like, he doesn't own a dog.
Yeah, I don't see no picture of no dog. No pics, no proof.
There will be a picture.
Even if your
at
dog's
the
He
end
has
of
a,
the
he
podcast.
has a Suzy cam in the stream often.
Yeah, Susie
So for
can.
people who watch his stream, they know that it's real.
Deep fakes, man. Deep fakes.
Yes.
Like I secretly
No, it doesn't.
animated it for you and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just someone else's dog.
Yes, I go rent my neighbor's
On
dog
a
for
loop.
2 hours while I live stream. So let's go ahead and get on to our main topic. With
Yeah,
Nina
let's
being
do that.
here and everything, we wanted to do what it's like to be a server owner because we've all had some kind of experience doing that. And I literally just kind of wrote down the kind of steps that go into being a server owner. And then I say, let's go through those steps. And then afterwards, we can basically talk about anything random that comes with being a server owner and such.
Yeah.
Okay, so choosing a host to host your server on. What kind of process did you go through to get the Lionheart to where it's at?
Well, Lionheart Dynasty, we all... it actually started with Clancraft, which is where some of the OG members were from, including myself.
Mhm.
And then we kind of split from there. And then we're all like, well, we still want to play together. Like, what do we do now? And so someone decided, like, well, why don't we just go to the cheapest server host
Mhm.
that we could find, and then it just went on from there. So it really depends on like your money situation.
Yes.
And how many players are gonna play there. Not only that, the activity, like the Redstoners, you gotta account for them too,
Mhm.
because if they're like mumbo jumbo, they lag the server a lot.
Yeah.
Then you gotta account for that. So now luckily we have Cabra, and he like has a full-time job. He makes bank. So I think we pay like over $200 a month
Wow.
for our
That's-
servers. We have 4 servers. I pay for one. That's for the UHC one.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's our vanilla server, survival, creative server, for the peeps that want to test things out. And then we have another one for on hold. That's in the future when we finish our gaming district, then other viewers can actually hop on the server and play in it.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yes. So we just kind of have that on hold, but it's and we have I think we use G Portal, but for my UHC I use what's called Apex hosting.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
I don't think it really matters what the host is, as long as you look at the reviews. What matters really is the region, the server location.
Yeah.
That people tend to overlook. Because if you got like Banks here from the Netherlands, and I'm from America, you got to choose one in between, so that we could both hop on and not have too much lag.
Well, I remember when I had a server, it was for a different game, but they suggested I would move to a server in France, because that was like the main connection hub between Europe and America. So you had a solid connection there, because like that was where the line came in, basically. So that, yeah, those things can affect a lot, obviously, if you have a worldwide sort of player base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's kind
That's
of what
interesting.
happened with me in Comicraft. So I went with Bisect hosting mainly because I could get a server that would be automatically backed up. And being a new server owner, I had no clue how to do anything, and they did everything. I could literally just email tech support and be like, hey, I want the server to do this. And within an hour, I get a response saying, okay, restart your server. It's all good to go.
Oh, wow.
So I love Bisect hosting.
Yeah, they
and-
were really good with their support.
Yeah, usually once a year they have like some kind of blowout sale, and every time you buy something from like the blowout sale, where it's a lifetime thing, so you can always find a server for like 50% off there, and that's when I do it. So I ended up buying like an 8 gig server or whatever from them to run Comicraft off of, but I only had to pay for like a 4 gig. Plus they were doing
Nice.
everything automatically, so I think I only paid like $40 a month for it.
Well, you also now have like a tiny server that was on some ridiculous discount, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I got like a little backup server. I can't remember how big it is. What is it? Like
I think
2
it's like
gigs or something?
one or 2.5, or
Yeah,
1.5 or something.
It's super small, but I pay $4.99 for it.
Well, to go back on Bisect's support, actually, because they were amazing. Because when I came around and started helping you out with the server, like I could take care of most technical things. Like I like to think I was pretty good at sorting stuff out, but when I couldn't, they fixed it within like an hour, probably.
Yeah, they were always
They
super on
really
top of
knew what they
everything.
were doing. Yeah, which was
And
awesome.
we had like 4 mumbo jumbos, so we killed the server a lot.
Yeah.
I want to say my first day on the server, I ended up building Tango Tech's iron farm, but I built it wrong because that's what I do, and it ended up crashing the server like really, really badly to the point where they came back and said, "Hey, you downed like the entire server. Like multiple people went down because of this. We're gonna put you on Spigot so that doesn't happen again." And I was just like,
Wow.
okay. And then from then on,
How
we
did
didn't have
what happened? Like, how did you crash the server?
command blocks. They're really fun. Um, and there's a YouTube video that when I built Tango's thing wrong the first time, and the second time, and then the third time, I got really upset and was like, I'm not rebuilding this stupid thing again. And I found a YouTube video. I think its name's like Tumble Dumpling or something like that, where you could put a command in and it auto builds the iron farm for you.
Oh wow.
And I I flipped the lever too many times, so it tried to build like 3 iron farms on top of each other.
And also the server was really small back then, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was only like a 3 gig server at max. So it just...
Oh my god.
Bleh.
I see. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours is like I think 25 gigs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Holy cow.
And it's still laggy.
Jeez.
Like every time we go to Ike, he's our redstoner guy. Cuz his base is where the end portal is.
Oh.
So every time you want to go to the end, you have to load in his base, and his base is filled with like redstone stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah, what was it?
Bye frames.
Yeah. We ended up having to put a rule being like, hey, if you're going to build a big farm, it's now a public farm and it needs to look nice and you can't die using it.
Well, we also made everyone put like an off switch on their farm.
Yeah, and that too.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then again, chunks couldn't auto load back then and stuff, so it wasn't too bad. But that kind of went into how many players are going to play on the server and stuff. Let's see. Obviously, you need... What is... Okay, I'm reading my notes, and I'm realizing I can't type worth a darn. So, we were talking about
Good
what
job.
kind of server you want to do. Obviously, Lionheart Dynasty has everything.
Yeah. What do you mean by how many players are going to play on
Well,
the
that's how
server?
you choose the size of the server you need, right? If you only got 5 people, you really don't need a large server. But if you got 25 people and 13 of them are mumbo jumbos, you need a big server.
Yeah, you're choosing the gig. It also depends on how they play too.
Yeah.
Cause like, if you just got one mumbo jumbo
Yeah.
doing huge redstone builds, which I'm not like hating on. I think it's really cool.
I do too.
But I do want to accommodate for that. So, we have 20 members in total, and I don't know how many are active, but we got like 4 guys that are redstoners, and they all know what they're doing. But they're also like really nice, and they try to make sure that their redstone doesn't lag the server as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that makes it... I think that separates the good redstoners from the not so good ones.
Yeah. On Comicraft, Jimbo was our mumbo jumbo. And he was still learning the game, getting a feel for it, because he was like us. He came from console and saw what Java could do and said,
He never really built big farms anyway before that, right?
Well, his big thing was his Guardian farm. When he built that, it was a pretty laggy farm, and we just like, hey, can you put an on-off switch for that? And he goes, yeah, sure.
I felt so bad, because I had to ask him so often, like, hey, that's a bit laggy. Could you maybe do something?
I always
felt
feel
so
bad
asking so often, but yeah.
Comes with the territory. If you're going to do redstone, be prepared.
Yep, yeah.
Another big thing we had with doing a server owner was coming up with the rules, like what mods you would allow people to use. For the most part, if it was client side, we were good if you weren't cheating. Like, I knew people wanted the mini-map. Obviously, Optifine was the biggest one. Those things were good. But other than that, I don't think we were...
that's client side.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Did I say something wrong?
Oh, I see. No. I was just confused. Sorry, I didn't finish my coffee.
You're all good.
Yeah, so client-side mods were usually good, except for when you went into, like, the X-raying stuff.
Well, we didn't really like the auto fishing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, or the auto fishing. It's so easy to do AFK Fisher. I don't understand the auto fishing.
We have a lot of, because we have a lot of members, we have a lot of different people playing and having like their own opinions on like all that stuff, like auto fishing, not X-ray. I think it's you got to find the people that are similar to your interests and how you play as well in order to like have fun. But what we kind of do, we just kind of let things happen. We try not to like strict people too much. So we let auto fishing slide. Uh, what we thought was more important was, I guess, the economy.
Mm-hmm.
So if we you know, you don't want like that one person to get all the money, right?
Yeah.
And how else are we gonna, like, we all gotta mine for diamonds. So I guess like it's important for the people that auto fish not get so stingy with their books or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard
I
trying to create server
I think
rules.
part of the reason we also implemented that kind of thing is we had sort of an open application server. Like, we were on the YouTuber server or whatever, so we had like quite a lot of traffic from people coming in and going out. And if you allow things like an auto fisher or an auto clicker, they're gonna have insane farms. It was sort of to prevent a lot of random people just building farms and then starting hoarding and all of stuff for no reason.
We had lots of players who would come, build a farm, and then just kind of leave. Like, they didn't have a house, they didn't have armor.
Interesting.
That's just all they did. It's like, we had a pretty extensive, like, application process. Like, it wasn't super easy, because that's the way we felt. Like, if you were willing to sit there and fill out our crazy application and deal with the fact that we had a server vote to vote you in and everything, we felt that was enough to, like, okay, this player obviously wants to be here, wants to be part of a community. But no, we'd get so many people who would just build a farm and leave.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. We also had a couple people
Maybe they've
come on just literally X-rayed for massive amounts of diamonds.
Yeah, they just went down and started like directly going for the diamonds.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you have a stack of diamond blocks 3 hours after you join the server. You don't think we saw that?
There's no plugin that disables X-ray mods.
We didn't have anything.
There's too many ways around it.
Yeah, we used what was that plugin bank?
Core Protect.
Yeah, we used Core Protect, and it gave us the freedom to make sure nobody was cheating without restricting.
Basically, what I did is once a day I used Core Protect and just checked like what diamonds, like diamond blocks that have been mined, and then if one person with too much in a row like showed up, I would start investigate.
Yeah.
See.
Simple stuff like that.
It was like hardly any work, but really effective.
Yeah. But it also helped us know when somebody was stealing from another person, because that's obviously a huge no-no on a server.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I started playing on like an anarchy server where like cheating is basically, well, you kind of have to. So I started learning about all the things that were possible, which obviously helped a lot as well. Just knowing what they could do.
So basically you learn from the darkness.
Basically, yeah.
I'm so glad we don't have to do that anymore.
Sometimes it was kind of fun to play investigator, but yeah. Sometimes it just was a lot of work.
Yeah.
It seems tedious to do.
Yeah, it really was sometimes.
I'm not. Public servers are not for me.
They require definitely a lot more work than a sort of closed server. Yeah.
Yeah, like on Ripple Effect, I have no worries about any of my stuff whatsoever, and I love the fact that I can have that. Like, if Core Protect wasn't working on Common Craft, there was no way I was getting off the server for that night. Just because I couldn't trust some people as far as I could throw them.
I mean, for the most part, they were all fine.
Yeah. This kind of goes into promoting your server and how to make your server different from all the other servers out there. Because let's face it, there are a ton of different servers out there. But like on Common Craft, we tried to promote our server as like the public Hermitcraft. We played a lot like them. That's kind of what our server did. And if you like that stuff, you could come join ours. And then we would add like the vanilla plus is what I wanted to call it, and I'm super proud of some of the stuff we did because we were doing it before some of the other servers were, and I'm sure there were other servers doing it before us. But like using command blocks to do custom traders that would trade decorative mob heads, or have zombies and skeletons and spiders drop currency
Oh, that's cool.
that you could trade. Yeah, like Kami
Yeah, we
coins
had
to
Kami
me were
coins.
the best thing ever.
Yeah, they were so much fun to make as well.
Mm-hmm.
They looked like sort of Chinese coins with like a hole in the middle. And then they were green and blue, like each quadrant was like, how do you say that? It was switching around like green and blue.
Yeah.
Sort of
I
the
get
colors of the server. I thought they were really cool.
Yeah, you could farm them, but it wasn't worth your time to farm them. It was just better to play the game, and when they showed up, oh man, yeah, cool, Kami coin.
Also, you couldn't really get... We only got like custom hats, that sort of decorative things. So it
Yeah.
there wasn't much point in getting a lot of it.
That's also hard to decide, like balancing an economy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we really were
'cause
like, we don't want to... I don't know, we don't want to make it pay to win, basically. So we
Yeah.
just added gimmicky stuff.
Yeah.
Did you guys have like a way for them to buy it with real money?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think you even accepted, like, donations to help pay the
Well,
server, did you?
Yes and no. So at one point there was a lot of uproar of we want to play UHCs and stuff, but I didn't want to have to take the Comicraft server down to put a UHC up, and then take the UHC down and put the Comicraft server back up. So
Yeah, that's a pain.
yeah, there was I need to get a second server to do just UHCs, and at that point I was like, I'm not going to buy another server for UHCs. So I opened my streams up for donations. So any money I got from donations, I would put towards a UHC server. And we ended up getting a UHC server. And I want to say we only did one UHC because it didn't go very well.
We did half a UHC.
Yeah. 'Cause the
Like,
server
after
couldn't handle
people
it.
started dying, well, I think it still was that, but a lot of people went into spectator mode and just, like, raced around the map, so the
Yeah,
server
dude.
crashed.
They would fly in random directions, way out, thousands of blocks out. And
Server just
Yeah.
couldn't handle it.
Oh.
And then it crashed, and
Wait, how lo-
we never did, like, retry it or whatever.
How long ago was it?
what, 2 years ago?
No,
Was
no, a
that
little
before
less.
World Borders? Was that before World Borders?
No, it was after World Borders.
Oh. Yeah, World Borders will save you. But
Yeah. We had never done the UHC, so we were just using what some guys on the server gave us to use. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, use this and it'll work.
I tested a few out, but I think it was a bit sketchy, but I think we used, like, the most usable one.
Yeah. But anyways, the leftover money from that ended up funding like 2 months worth of the regular Comicraft server. So
nice.
that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
And that kept
Yeah.
us going for a while because the last map, there was a point where I was ready to go ahead and just shut it down and not play any longer. But that 2 extra months ended up rolling us over into another Minecraft update. And in doing so, gave the server a lot of hype. So a lot of people joined, and that kept the server going for like another 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. And then when I realized I was done trying to own a server and constantly having to moderate, and because I found if you're not playing on the server on a daily basis on that public server, stuff's gonna go bad quick. And
Yeah.
I was just getting burned out. So the only people left on the server really were YouTubers. So that's when I went to Omni actually, and I said, "Hey, look, I know you have a YouTube server. You play on a YouTubing server. I have 5 people that want to make YouTube videos on a server." And Ripple Effect ended up liking us and brought us in, and that was the end of
Oh,
Comicraft.
that's nice.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I enjoyed the time owning a server. Just so much work.
Especially
You
the
have
public side of it.
Did you have moderators?
Bank
On
was
the
the
public
only
server?
moderator.
Damn.
Yeah, so
I mean,
that's what made
it helped that I pretty much had no life. So I was at home all day, pretty much just on Minecraft all
Oh, I
day as
see.
well. Like
Yeah.
I think the first 3 or 4 months on the last map of Gamicraft, like I averaged 16 hours a day of playtime.
That was
I
me in the
basically
summer.
woke up, went to Minecraft, and went to bed at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. That was me during the summer, during
Mm-hmm.
college years.
Yeah,
But
I
it's-
did. Yeah, I did ask other people to help out, and I had one or two help out for a little bit, but a lot of people would turn me down just because they're like, "Well, if I had the power to go into creative, I couldn't stop myself from going into creative." So I was like, "At least you're truthful."
Yeah.
Choosing moderators are hard.
It really is.
Yeah, I remember we talked about trying to get someone else, and every time it's like, yeah, but he, and then, but you just, it's really hard to, well, like they often said themselves as well, it's hard to sort of control the power. It sounds like it's a lot, but yeah.
Yeah, it's whether it's like for the servers or like just even for your channel. Some moderators or some viewers they're there for you for a while, but then like for some reason as soon as you grow or whenever you just I don't know have some sort of success, then they bounce. It's like what happened? Or like they'll life gets busy and then it's like now you just have a dead moderator.
Yeah.
They always gotta, or like maybe like they have different values. So like maybe they think that auto fishing is okay. They don't.
Those
flag
darn
that
auto
as bad.
fishers. They'll never learn.
So yeah, you gotta choose wisely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Well-
get along, that helps.
My idea in choosing Bank as basically the main moderator was, one, I knew Bank knew how to do technical stuff, and two, I knew Bank had no life. Those were literally the big ones.
Good reasons.
I was like, well, at first it was that I knew Bank was at an opposite time because he's 6 hours ahead. So when I
Yeah.
was at work and stuff, I knew he would be at home and be free to work on the server.
I mean, technically I was 6 hours ahead. Practically, I really wasn't.
I didn't realize this at the time.
Because I had no life, like my sort of sleeping pattern switched to, I went to bed at like 8 in the morning,
Hmm.
Oh my god.
and then woke up at like 4 in the afternoon. So basically American times. Yeah.
Do you get no sun from your window? Because I need it to be dark in order to go to bed.
I have my windows sort of blocked, but that's also because right outside my windows is like the walking path from my apartment. So I don't want people walking. Well, they walk past my window anyway, but I don't want them to like stare right at me.
That's the
So
best
I got it all
part.
blocked
That's
off. But
fair.
I do notice when I haven't seen sun for a while.
Dude, so people are walking by your apartment and looking in, just immediately stare right back at them. Just keep
But I
doing
don't
that.
want to be staring outside all the time. I don't want to be distracted by that. That's annoying.
It's so fun. That's the best part about living on the first floor of the apartment we were at last time. When people would walk by, you just stare right back at them. Just definitely make the whole walking by my apartment uncomfortable, so they don't do it anymore.
Do you smirk?
I just want
You
to.
slowly smile?
I used to do that at my parents' house when I was small. Like people would watch in, and I would just wave back at them.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was also
See,
like,
that's
yeah, I can
friendly.
see you watching like straight into the house.
Mm-hmm.
I had one of my neighbors have during Halloween, so they have like the window right
Mm-hmm.
where basically ground level. So during Halloween, they would have a mannequin right at the window, dressed up as well. Creep me out every single time.
See, those kinds of things make me wish we had that as well.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't need to be gory or anything, just a mannequin.
I mean, that might be creepier than like a gory thing, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. It creeps me out.
Yeah.
All the time.
I'm excited for Halloween this year because this will be the first year we're in a house instead of an apartment, and we're in like a neighborhood filled with a good amount of kids. So might have to do something fun for Halloween.
Can I come visit? I want to trick or treat.
Sure. I forget you guys don't really do Halloween over there.
No, I've never done that. I mean, it's starting to become sort of a thing over here now, but it's just like dressing up and going to a party. Like the whole kids running through the streets. That sounds amazing. I wish we could do that when I was young.
Yeah.
A lot of kids nowadays, they don't live in like the suburbs. They just go to the malls because there's been articles about people like lacing the candy with like drugs and stuff. It's like, what the heck? It's Halloween, dude.
Yeah.
What's
So
wrong
yeah,
with
now they
people?
just go to the malls
Yeah.
to
Dang.
trick or treat. It's like a whole new generation.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I like trick or
That's-
treating.
Why would someone do that?
I know, they're so messed up.
Who would ruin candy like that?
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think that's going to be it for the podcast. I think this went pretty well. I
Yeah?
don't know about you guys.
Are we already at 40 minutes?
Oh, yeah. We're closing
Yeah,
in on
time's
50.
almost 50.
Oh, wow.
Time's flying.
Yeah. Went by pretty easy, right? Painless?
Oh.
Yeah. A lot of sidetracks, as usual,
Mm-hmm.
which is good. I'll take us out, I guess.
Yeah, go
If you,
for it.
if you like the show, tell everyone about it in your Minecraft community, or just everyone. Share this episode on social media. Leave us a rating and a review. That really does help us reach more listeners. If you would like to get into contact with the show, send an email to podcast@rippleeffectsmp.com. Send us a tweet, or best option is join our Discord, and we can actually have a chat with you if you want. Yeah, links are in the show notes.
Man, you nailed the outro for like the first time in 5 or 6 episodes. That was awesome.
It didn't feel like that to me, but sure.
Okay, this episode's been brought to you by Bank and myself, but also our digital producer, Carl. He helps make sure the show doesn't end up being drowned by bees or something like that. The music you listen to in the intro and outro is brought to you by Decoy. Decoy is awesome, and both their social media links can be found in the show notes also. Nina, thank you so much for joining us today. Where can everyone find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at NynahNina, NynahNina.
I'm sure Carl puts it in the show notes as well.
It'll be there too.
Yeah,
But
thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it's been a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
man.
It's been nice having another person who wasn't on the server, because most of our server members already kind of know what's going on and everything, so having an outside perspective was nice.
Yeah, of course.
But that's
Anytime.
good times. But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, getting withered with us, and all that good jazz. Bye!
See ya later.
Bye-bye.